So I want to teach you how to connect better with people. I want to give you a tool today. Because here's the deal. How many of you feel like people are doing this to you? Do you ever feel like, the people in malls that clean your jewelry? Or they have some special cream for your hands or whatever. And they're the people that, like, you're walking down and they'll come up to you and start putting stuff on the back of your hand. And you're like, whoa, what are you getting in my space for? And they're so persistent, they're so over the top, you're like, hide from them. My wife and I did this thing where I go, there they are. And she's like, and we pretend like we're in a conversation, right? So we're not rude to them and not talk to them. How many feel like that sometimes when you talk about your business? Here's the deal. People put up walls. They just do. And their walls are pretty thick, and so it makes it pretty hard today to sell, to sponsor, to even tell people what to do. On average, people hold back about 40% of their cooperation and productivity just because. You get about 60% of a person, that's it. And when you go to sell them or sponsor them or tell them what to do, it's more like 80, which means you're only getting 20% of a person's cooperation and productivity. It hides behind these walls. In fact, I'll tell you, in 1986, if you called somebody after 6 p.m. at night, you had what kind of percentage to get a live body? Any ideas? If you were a telemarketing company, I remember that year, I worked for the U.S. ski team. And the U.S. ski team, we had to get money from people. So we would call everybody in the evening. So I worked after 6 p.m. And after 6 p.m., I would call people to donate money to the U.S. ski team. And I got a live body how many times? 96% chance. In fact, I remember the forms they gave us. It was like how much they were going to donate, or they said no. There wasn't a box that said voicemail or left a message. Didn't happen. Now, what are the chances you get a live body after 6 p.m.? It's 6%. People's walls are down. And here's the thing. Some of you will sit down with somebody. You'll have a conversation with them about this business. You'll talk to them about how great this business is, how wonderful it is. You'll communicate, and you'll go, man, I connected with that person. And then 2 days later, you call them, and they don't answer, and they don't call you back. So you call them 2 days after that, and they don't call you back. And you email, and they don't respond. And you text, and they don't respond. And they've disappeared. And they're in the Arbonne Witness Protection Program. And you're like, I don't understand. We had such a great connection. No, you had a connection, but they didn't. How many of you guys have ever been there? And you thought, I don't understand. And some of you go, people are just so rude today. My gosh. If I talk to somebody over the age of 55, they're like, I don't understand people today. They're so rude. Because I leave them a message, they don't call me back. It's the way we communicate today. How many of you have ever had somebody call you on your phone and you're like, what are you doing calling me on my phone? I don't understand why you're calling me on my phone. Like, what is this? You're intruding on me. Like, send me an email, send me a text. I'll call my kids today. They're not going to answer the phone. They're like, what, this is a phone? It's not how we communicate anymore. It's text, it's Voxer, all these creative ways in which we communicate, instead of just a conversation. So it's not they're being rude. And here's why people are putting up walls. It's because we're in information overload. We get more information on a daily basis than a person received in a lifetime in 1900. And this guy. We're being attempted to be sold 62.1 times in a day. So all that stuff causes us to put up walls and be guarded and not want to truly reach out and connect with people. So I want to teach you how to connect better with people. Are you up for that? I want to teach you through this concept of mirror neurons. A mirror neuron is a radar system in your body and in your brain. It tells us what's going on with somebody. Like, have you ever known, you're like, oh my gosh, that person is angry, I can tell. Or that person is sad, I can tell. Or that person is, looking at me a certain way that's uncomfortable. Like, your radar system tells you what's going on with somebody.